Hello and welcome to Aging and Awesome. I'm Kai Sisson.
And I'm Joe Della Ripa.
Tonight, we're on a mission to answer burning questions.
Acid reflux and heartburn are a burden for a lot of people, but to us seniors need to be aware of when the burn is just too much. We need to ask the doctor.
Our senior spotlight this weekend will have you using your head with just one hand. How post-polio isn't stopping this YouTube star from inspiring those with one-handedness from being left out.
And my dating search continues. This time, a stroll around one of my favorite spots. Everyone, meet Dave, next on Aging and Awesome.
Welcome to another week of informing, enlightening, and inspiring our senior community and their families here on Aging and Awesome.
Tonight we begin with a new segment from our friends at Gastroenterology Consultants.
It's a mouthful, right?
We are
Good job,
answering the burning questions.
That's right. An estimated 19 million people in the U.S. have gastroesophageal reflux disease. Say that 10 times fast. Also known as GERD. This condition has a direct impact on the quality of life of many, many seniors, as it is more prevalent in older adults. We spoke with the doctor. Have a look. Well, let's welcome Dr. Nasciando to Aging and Awesome. He's with Gastroenterology Consultants here in South Reno. Dr. Nasciando, welcome.
Thanks, Kai.
We're talking about a very serious topic that affects, I think, all people, heartburn. You eat an entire pizza, you're going to get heartburn. It happens. But GERD is a little more serious, right? It's more of a diagnosis. Tell us about GERD.
Right, so GERD stands for gastroesophageal reflux disease. And Kai, we all have periodic episodes of reflux of the stomach contents up into the esophagus, particularly after we eat. But some of us get symptoms with those episodes, and that's what we call acid reflux. If a person has acid reflux, say 3 or more times a week, we call it GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease. And the implication is that there can be complications from that.
And when you diagnose an elderly person with GERD, much more serious for them, right?
Yeah, so elderly people, so first of all, GERD is the most common upper gastrointestinal disorder seen in our elderly patients, and they are more likely to have complications from it. Complications might include things like scar tissue formation or changes in the cells or even cancers in the esophagus.
Really? And now you guys here will diagnose that and treat that? What are the treatment options for something like that?
Yeah, so treatment options are numerous. I always start with behavioral options first. So one of the big ones is for our obese or overweight patients to work on a modest sustained weight loss. And even a weight loss of like 10 pounds can lead to a vast improvement in symptoms such as heartburn, burping, regurgitation, things like that.
What are the long-term implications of GERD? Because it's, well, you're in pain, and that's no fun. So long-term implications are, I'm sure, more serious than just pain, right?
Long-term implications are definitely what we want to prevent. And again, so that could include things like inflammation in the esophagus. If a patient has severe enough inflammation, they might form ulcers and even have bleeding, which can lead to hospitalization and emergency procedures. Patients might get scar tissue formation and they can get a stricture, which is a tight spot. Tight spots in the esophagus can lead to problems swallowing, food, pills, things like that. Additionally, cells can change and patients can get what we call Barrett's esophagus. That's thought of as a precancerous change in the cells in the esophagus, and patients can even develop cancers there. So our goal with treatment, behavioral and medications, which are very effective, and sometimes surgical treatments for select patients, is to prevent those complications.
And would you say the majority of people who come in and see you are about 65 plus, or does this affect other people too?
Yeah, so acid reflux can affect anyone, certainly, but it's much more common among older patients. And the bottom line is that older patients are more likely to get the complications that we want to prevent. especially when we're thinking about cancer in the esophagus. We know that older patients are more likely to get that cancer, and especially obese patients, and Caucasian males. So we really want to encourage patients to talk with their primary care providers about whether they should see a gastroenterologist to potentially have a screening endoscopy.
Right.
Endoscopy is a test that we employ to take a look directly with a small camera at the lining of the esophagus to detect those precancerous cells, or early cancers ideally.
So really, you said 2 to 3 times a week, if you're having this acid reflux, you could have GERD, right?
That's right.
That's the catalyst, 2 to 3 times a week?
That's right.
Otherwise, it's just regular heartburn?
Yeah, it's regular heartburn, which will typically respond to an as-needed use of an over-the-counter antacid.
Right, Tums
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
Right.
Great, Dr. Dashiando.
All right.
The burning question answerer. Thank you so much.
Heartburn is something that I hear many people complain about, and it has something to do with your aging is part of it, and also maybe also how you eat. If you eat too fast, and if you're eating things, there are some foods that do cause heartburn.
Do you carry Tums with you?
Fortunately, I'm pretty well okay on that.
Wrong answer. I do. I have Tums in my truck.
You
Yes, Joe.
for your truck? Your
For
truck
me.
needs Tums?
But in the event I need Tums, it affects all people, all
Okay.
ages. That's
All
right. Still to come on Aging and Awesome.
Still to come.
You won't want to miss our senior spotlight, who has hope in hand.
There are many people who don't exactly fit in at a regular gym, but our friends at the Continuum have a unique way of keeping people with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and healthy and young at heart, and we'll take you there.
All that and more, but first, let's head over to Italy with Joe.
Welcome to Italy. I'd like to teach you some Italian. Well, let's see. How about "Se vediamo un'altra settimana"? Means I will see you next week. And I will.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Infinity Hospice Care, family owned and operated, serving Nevada for over 10 years. They provide dedicated, compassionate, expert care for your loved ones. Visit infinityhospicecare.com today.
At Senior Care Plus, we're more than just a Medicare Advantage plan. We're your local experts in helping you understand the facts about Medicare so you can make the best decision for your health. Confused about Medicare? Then you'll want to attend our educational seminar on the ABCs of Medicare. This is not a sales meeting. It is a free seminar where you'll learn about all of your Medicare options so you can make the right choice. ABCs of Medicare. Reserve your seat today. Call or visit seniorcareplus.com.
At Caring Transitions, we often hear people say they wish they had heard of us years earlier. Relocating and downsizing can be stressful and overwhelming. As the nation's largest professional resource for household liquidation, we offer a total solution to handle every aspect of your move. Maybe you're looking to have an estate sale, downsize to a smaller home, or simply reduce years of clutter. Our experts can help. Contact Caring Transitions. We can help make life easier for your family.
Hi, I'm Laura. My grandkids love to come hiking with us, and now I don't miss a moment with them, thanks to Miracle Ear. When I went in for my free hearing evaluation, my hearing specialist did tests to find out if I even had hearing loss. It turns out I did, and I'm not alone.
Miracle Ear has 3 locations in northern Nevada: Reno, Sparks, and Carson City. Call and make your appointment today. Miracle Ear. Hear a better day.
Across the country, we walk, carrying flowers that signify why we want to end Alzheimer's disease. But what if, one day, there was a white flower for Alzheimer's first survivor? What if there were millions of them? Join us for the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's. Register today at alz.org/walk.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Lakeside Manor. Living at Lakeside Manor means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today. Welcome back. As we age, health problems arise. That's no secret. But the importance of adapting to the challenges we face is crucial in fighting depression and helplessness.
Faced with an incredible hardship of losing function in her right arm, our senior spotlight is overcoming challenges and is inspiring others to do the same. Meet my friend, Paulette Berganu.
If I can, you will. Welcome to my world, the world of single-handedness. I had polio at the age of 2, and it took me about 5 years for my thumb to actually function. But over time, with therapy and massage, I was able to gain some function. About 15 years ago, I noticed that I could no longer shake someone's hand, and they told me that I had post-polio. I know many people don't realize that many of us who had polio as youngsters, who gained function, can start losing it again as we get older. I realized that things were changing. I was going to have to make a lot more accommodations in my life. It was about 2 years ago, Christmas time, I was preparing dinner for friends. And they said, you know what, Paulette, we've watched you prepare this entire meal with one hand. And do you realize how many people out there struggle with that, whether it's temporary or permanent? Try drying your hair. You know, when you've only got one hand. Not that easy. Or taking a lid off of a jar. And that's when, you know, SOS, Successfully Optimized Single-Handedness, was born. When I'm cooking or baking, let's face it, we use measuring cups. That's how we do our ingredients. I can scoop, which is not an issue, but I have a harder time actually getting it leveled. I'm starting to do some Facebook Lives with products. One of them is called a Black & Decker Lids Off. Now you know, you don't have to have polio to struggle with getting the jar lid off. See, it grabs the base of it, the top, and the next thing I know, the lid is off. It's handy for anyone, not only single-handed people. Reality is there are so many people that don't have access to support. If you've had a really serious illness, a lot of times occupational therapy will come in and help you with adapting to your environment. But so many people don't have that. And that's where I feel I can do my best work, is to help those individuals navigate the whole process of being single-handed, whether it's temporary or permanent. I find it really, really beneficial to just be as authentic as I can. I'm not Martha Stewart. To take a vegetable, like a zucchini, nice and secure, it allows me then to take my knife and start cutting. Now, there is no way to try to do that on a surface. It's going to slide all over the place. I know the struggle, and to be able to show that to someone, to say, hey, you know what? You can do this. And that's really why I'm putting myself out there, because I know that they can do things that they maybe initially say, oh, I can't do that. You know, I've been there. I've struggled, and I'm not saying everything I do is perfect, and sometimes I have a hard time myself, but I want people to know the possibilities, because they're out there. And as long as I keep that in my mind, I can be creative and inventive. Maybe I've done something before that now I can't do. I'll look at it and say, okay, so how can I do that now?
Paulette is just so inspiring, has 2 cute little dogs and takes care of them, and then her show, from the way she sets up the lights to her set or her kitchen, showing people how to use just one hand. It was really, really inspiring.
Did she have someone to help her to kind of get started on this, or she did it all on her own?
She does have a friend helping with the website and stuff, but other than that, she edits the show by herself. You know, we have a team here doing Aging and Awesome. She does it all by herself. Super inspiring. And she wants to learn some Italian. So
I would be more than happy to meet her, and I would be more than happy to share my Italian heritage.
That's right. Still to come on Aging and Awesome, we take a tour of the incredible wellness program at the Continuum and show you how it is keeping those with physical and mental challenges strong and healthy. Plus, Joe goes on another date. All that and more after this short break. Closed captioning is brought to you by
Someone you love needs a little help with the ins and outs of day-to-day living.
Compassion-driven quality care. That has been the Lend a Hand way for the last 26 years. We have helped thousands of seniors with personal care, light housekeeping, transportation, and more. Still family owned and operated. Visit lendahandss.com today.
Lend a hand, lend a hand. Our caregivers make the difference.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Aging and Awesome. We're here at the Continuum, one of our favorite spots in town, with Carrie, who's the director of their wellness program. Now, this is their gym that is so welcoming to people with Alzheimer's, stroke victims, maybe Parkinson's. Carrie, tell us why this is so unique and open and welcome to people with different ailments.
My program is for people who are too medically involved to go to a regular gym. So what I do is I can help people who have any sort of disability to maintain their abilities, which is really important for people and their caregivers, because it's so important for people to be able to get on and off their couch, in and out of bed, walking around in their house, or managing their wheelchair. It not only makes their life better, but it's easier for the caregiver as well. Those muscles are really important for being able to stand and walk and move safely. So that's
the reason why I run all over the place. I've been doing this for 2 months.
That's right. We want you to keep strong.
What about this room? Tell me about what's unique about it and what kind of your process. What do you do?
Well, it depends on what my goals are for the client and what the client's goal is, but I do have use of any of this equipment in here. I also can roll over into our physical therapy gym and use anything that they need in there. We do a lot of strengthening, balancing, balance work for the client. So the equipment here, if they're able to get on and off it safely, then we do definitely use this equipment, but we don't have to stick to the equipment. I have a therapy mat that they can get on to do some exercises there. We do a lot of balance work in the physical therapy gym using their parallel bars and things like that.
Now, what I love about it is it's non-abrasive. There's no guys, teeming with testosterone, it's very welcoming, very just easy, and people aren't intimidated.
Right, it's a one-on-one. And I do offer a program for the caregivers as well. And they can come in for an extra $10 and use any of the equipment while I'm working with their loved one, and they can pick my brain.
Good.
And so it's kind of a win-win for everybody,
caregivers
because
and for the patient.
as we know, the caregivers often neglect themselves while they're caring for their loved one. And so it's really important for everybody to be healthy.
I love it. Thank you so much, Carrie. For more information on the Continuum, you can head to our website, agingandawesome.com. Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Infinity Hospice Care, family owned and operated, serving Nevada for over 10 years. They provide dedicated, compassionate, expert care for your loved ones. Visit infinityhospicecare.com today.
At Senior Care Plus, we're more than just a Medicare Advantage plan. We're your local experts in helping you understand the facts about Medicare so you can make the best decision for your health. Confused about Medicare? Then you'll want to attend our educational seminar on the ABCs of Medicare. This is not a sales meeting. It is a free seminar where you'll learn about all of your Medicare options so you can make the right choice. ABCs of Medicare. Reserve your seat today. Call or visit seniorcareplus.com.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop where our founder discovered a retired teacher living, no home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion that inspired AARP. Today, we empower people to choose how they live as they age. We advocate for health and financial security. We strengthen communities everywhere. We are AARP Nevada, creating real possibilities.
Hi, I'm Laura. My grandkids love to play in our garden, and now I don't miss a moment with them, thanks to Miracle-Ear. When I went in for my free hearing evaluation, my hearing specialist did tests to find out if I even had hearing loss. It turns out I did. And I'm not alone.
Miracle Ear has 3 locations in Northern Nevada: Reno, Sparks, and Carson City. Call and make your appointment today. Miracle Ear. Hear a better day.
At Caring Transitions, we often hear people say they wish they had heard of us years earlier. Relocating and downsizing can be stressful and overwhelming. As the nation's largest professional resource for household liquidation, we offer a total solution to handle every aspect of your move. Maybe you're looking to have an estate sale, downsize to a smaller home, or simply reduce years of clutter. Our experts can help. Contact Caring Transitions. We can help make life easier for your family.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by The Continuum. They provide rehabilitation therapies and wellness programs, including an adult day club. Call The Continuum at 829-4700 for more info. Hi everybody, welcome back to Aging and Awesome. We're here at Virginia Lake. It's a great day. And you might remember a few months ago, I set Joe up on a coffee date. We went out to a local coffee shop. Joe got to meet a very nice gentleman, but her dating search continues. And that's what we're doing here today. I found Joe a new bachelor. His name is Dave. I'm excited for you to meet him. Have a look.
You guys, hi, my name is Dave Helgren. I'm 72 years old and I am at Aging and Awesome today here at Virginia Lake, and we're going to have some fun. You know, I've hiked, I've been in the Peace Corps, I take care of older people, so I have a lot of experience that you have at lend a hand, and this is like a totally novel experience, which is going to be something new for me, so this is kind of fun. And I think that's one of the important things that we do, is keep new experiences happening. Yeah, I'm excited to meet Joe, and it has been a couple of years since I've had a solid relationship, so this might be just a lot of fun getting to know her, and like you're saying, what I'm hearing is this is going to be fun.
Hello there. Here we are at beautiful Virginia Lake, one of my favorite places to walk. And it's a lovely day. Hi.
How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I heard a lot about you, nice things, that you work with as a caregiver, and
yeah, I do.
You're a positive person, which is good.
It's a lot of fun. And I understand you do yoga?
I do, yes, and I also work with caregiving type things too.
Yeah.
Have you been here before?
Oh, I have. I love the outside and I love the clouds today.
Yeah, I walk here a lot.
It's not raining
it's
today,
a great
so that's
place to
cool.
go.
So how long have you been doing yoga?
I don't do that much yoga. I do mostly exercise. I do water fitness, and I do all kinds of exercise and dancing. That's my favorite thing.
Dancing is very cool.
Oh, there's some babies.
Yeah,
baby
there's some cool stuff. I kind of just basically quit, so you'd almost have to show me.
Oh, well, I dance free. I dance freestyle. I dance to the music. I have a lot of rhythm. I can dance to anything.
That's kind of fun.
Where are you from originally?
Originally from Carson City.
You're kidding. Carson City? That far away, huh?
That's a long.
Well, I tell you what, I'm a New Yorker. I was raised in New York City, and of course I'm Italian. Been to Italy many times.
You like your food?
Oh, absolutely. Italian food is the best. What kind of music would you listen to mostly?
I do a lot. Some of the new stuff. Play around. I'm right now getting back into jazz.
Oh, good. Well, I think I've been talking a lot, but on the other hand, I am Italian, and that's what we do. But I would like to ask Dave now a little bit about himself and this tattoo that he has on his wrist.
We were opening up with that, and I was in the Peace Corps in Western Samoa, and Sabai, Saliamo, Puli, and down in some of the villages. While I was there, I had the opportunity of getting a tattoo, and this is almost like the Asian air, land, sea, the circle, the lines of direction, positive lines of masculinity. So it's been just a privilege. It's a little tattoo. It means a lot.
As long as it's meaningful, that's what it counts.
The whole Samoan experience is the same as, have some good experience, mostly
that's
they were
good
experience.
That's what makes you an interesting person.
Well, it does. It does. Do you camp?
Well, I love camping, and I love just being outdoors and just in a tent. I camped in a tent.
Yeah.
Do you
Some
work
of the
every
time,
day?
yeah.
Do you work every day?
I do 5 days a week.
Do you really? Oh, okay.
And I found it at 72, I forget, I try to forget the age thing. I try to be here and now. There are people that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s. I just totally respect where they're at, and you're here and now engaged in what you're doing. I try to do that because I think that's why you stay in the game.
Right, exactly. And it's an inspiration to meet people who also think that way and feel that way, to me.
I've enjoyed you. I've enjoyed the conversation, and I love the clouds. I mean, this is a perfect day to do this.
I couldn't ask for a better background, because I mean, at first I thought, oh no, but actually clouds are much more beautiful than just blue sky.
Yeah.
And the clouds all have character, you know.
Well, we'll do this again. We'll go out for maybe a lunch or dinner or something, and definitely.
We could talk a long time. I mean, this.
Yeah, I think you're pretty easy to talk to. That's
I think so.
All right, I sent Joe and Dave out for some alone time, and they're getting each other's numbers right now. Attaboy Joe, attaboy Dave. All right, Joe, how'd you think it went?
I was very, very pleased. I think that Dave is a very interesting guy, and I look forward to more conversations and even maybe some action. He likes to dance. I love to dance. Okay, right on.
I heard you guys talking a little bit about that. You liked the different types of dancing. He's more into what?
Well, he sounds like more ballroom, but I mean, that's okay.
You're okay. You can deal with that. Ballroom's okay. Good, Joe. I'm so glad you had so much fun.
Yes,
You're the best.
thank you guys. Thank you. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, that was so fun. Maybe a second date this time. We'll see. Well, thank you so much for watching. That's our show.
And our challenge for you this week, find new ways to keep going. If your health is slowing you down, don't quit. Adapt. Search out ways to stay active, healthy, and young at heart.
Be sure to follow us on social media. Our Facebook is where you can watch new episodes and videos with more ideas on how to stay aging and awesome. Head to our Facebook right now and check it out, and we'll see you right back here next week, 7 o'clock on KTVN, Channel 2, and live on Facebook.
Bye-bye, friends. We love you.
That's right.
How about some brioche? That's what they Italians have. It's really good.